Hey guys, what's up? I'm VAMSHEE Kapkar and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll talk about the importance of writing mock test papers. Why mock test papers have to be written by each and every CA student and how are they going to help you in the actual examinations. So I'm going to discuss all these things in this video. In case if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel if you like the video, and that would really motivate me in doing more and more videos in the future. So I'll divide the video into three parts. In the first part, I'm going to talk about why mock test papers have to be written in the first case. In the second part, I'll discuss how many mock test papers have to be written, and in the third part, I'll tell you when to write these mock test papers. In each and every part, I'll tell you my experience, how did I do that during my examinations also. So please watch the video till the end so that you can get the complete information. And yes, let's get started. So let's first understand why should a student write a mock test paper. What are the benefits a student is going to get if he or she is going to write the mock test papers? So the first benefit that a student can get is he can improve his writing, he can improve his writing speed, and he can also improve the quality of his writing. So what happens in most of the cases is, most of the times ICI sets the question paper in such a way that it takes more than 3 hours to complete the question paper. It happens both at the CA inter level and also in the CA final level. Especially some papers like financial reporting, direct access in CA final, they require more than 3 hours to complete the question paper. So if a student is going directly to the examination hall without actually writing the mock test papers, he will be having no practice in the writing, and therefore he ends up writing not the 100 marks paper. He may write only 80 to 90 marks of the paper. So that's why I would tell all the students to write the mock test papers, because that will improve your speed. That will also tell you where you are lacking and where can you improve, so that you can rectify all those mistakes in the final examination. So that is the first benefit that you can get if you are going to write the mock test papers. So the second benefit that you are going to get by writing mock test papers is, this is a personal observation. I have observed it during my preparation phase. So what I used to do is, I used to visit all the question papers. Like, I used to understand the source of the question paper. For every paper, let's say SFM, I used to see the previous year question papers, and I used to see what is the source of this question for the ICI. So many times what I've observed is, most of the questions, like at least 15 to 25 marks in every attempt, they are taking it from the mock test papers. Now this may not happen with all the papers, and this may not happen all the times, but most of the times I've observed this. ICA directly copies the question from the mock test papers which it has given recently. Recently means the attempt in which you are going to write the examination, or the previous attempt, like 1 or 2 MTPs. So this thing I've observed it personally during my examinations. There is a lot of chance that the questions given in the mock test papers will be repeated in the real examinations also. So let's say if you are attempting those mock test papers, then you will be already having done those questions. So it would be very easy to get these 15 to 25 marks that are going to be repeated, if at all, in the actual examinations. So that is the second benefit that you are going to get by writing mock test papers. So the two benefits that you are going to get by writing mock test papers are, first is you can improve your writing speed. You can be able to complete the 4-hour question paper in 3-hour time limit. So that is the first benefit that you are going to get by writing mock test papers. And the second benefit you are going to get by writing mock test papers is, you can have a very good chance that all the questions that you have already attempted in the mock test papers, they can be repeated in the actual examination, and as a result you have already practiced those, so it would be easy for you to attempt those questions. So these are the benefits that you are going to get by writing mock test papers. So now let's understand how many mock test papers have to be written for each and every subject. So during my preparation phase of CA final, I have written 2 mock test papers for each and every subject. So now there is a lot of discussion around these mock test papers, like how many mock test papers should we write. Many of them would say 1 mock test paper would be enough, but in my opinion, a student has to write 2 mock test papers for each and every subject. So what happens is, when you write for the first time, you will not be able to complete the entire question paper, and you will not be able to rectify your mistakes if you're writing only for once. So that's why I would recommend you to write 2 mock test papers for each and every subject. So for the first time when you're writing, obviously you will not write in a very good way, but after writing the first mock test paper, you should be able to understand where you're lacking, where you're going wrong, and where can you improve. So all these learnings from the first mock test paper, you should rectify them in the second mock test paper. So ultimately then in the actual examination, you will be able to see a very good improvement. So that's why I would suggest you to write 2 mock test papers. Apart from this, what I have done is, since I have said you in the first part that ICAI is going to repeat most of its questions from the mock test papers. So what I have done is, apart from the recent mock test papers that ICAI gives, I have also compiled all the mock test papers which ICAI have given in the previous attempts. At that time, what I have observed is ICAI was putting only the recent mock test papers in the website of ICAI, BOS knowledge portal. So somehow by searching in the internet, I was able to get all the mock test papers, and 2 mock test papers I have written in the proper examination setup way, and all the remaining mock test papers I have just visited them, like what are the new questions ICAI has asked and where should I concentrate, on which question should I concentrate more. So like that I have completed all the mock test papers. So you can do the same way. You can complete the 2 mock test papers in the proper examination setup, and the remaining mock test papers you can get it from the internet, and you can solve all those mock test papers. So now let's understand when should these mock test papers should be written, like at what time should we write these mock test papers. So ideally I will say that in the last month, like the month before your exams, that is the best month to write these mock test papers. So because by that time you will be completed all your revision and all the subjects classes. So that month before the exam, or even 15 days before the examinations, actual examinations, you can write those mock test papers, 2 mock test papers. That's a very good time for writing mock test papers. So trust me friends, writing mock test papers is going to help you a lot in the real examinations. You can have that practice, and there is a very old quote that practice makes man perfect, and it holds very true for writing mock test papers also. So in case if you're not having writing mock test papers as a part of your final preparation strategy, then you should definitely inculcate this writing mock test papers into your preparation strategy. Still you have got 1 month of time, more than 1 month of time you are having more than 1 month of time. So it's better you start planning for writing mock test papers. I hope I have made a bit of contribution from this video, and in case if you like my video, please do like the video and subscribe my channel. That would really motivate me in doing more and more videos in the future. So thank you so much for listening, and Jai Hind.